In today's video, we're going to be looking at little things we can do to improve our West Coast swing, little things that can ramp it up, and some of these things are actually quite quick to implement as well. So let's jump into it. Hi everybody, it's Philippe de Barros here, and a huge warm welcome to my channel. I help people get better at dance, and I specialise in West Coast swing and solo dance. I've got influences in other styles as well, like hip hop, contemporary, commercial, and so on. Bit of ballet as well, actually. I love connecting with people, so you're welcome to also comment below, say hello, and to share any of your own tips as well in dance in general. And in my channel, I like to post tutorials and performances to inspire you, and I would love to invite you to click on that subscribe button, switch on those notification bells, so you'll be kept up to date with the videos when they become live on this YouTube channel. And let's jump into the next video. So the first tip of today, we're going to look at something which can be a really quick thing to fix, but it can take a while as well, depending where you are on your dance journey, and that is posture. When you're watching somebody dance West Coast swing as a leader or as a follower, sometimes just a little bit of like a hunched shoulder can really, or looking down, can really make the dance not look so nice as when somebody is kind of, I like to think of it as diagonally upwards and looking up towards their partner as a leader or as a follower like this. Yeah, it's made such a big difference. So for that tip, and I've posted a video, actually another video about posture, which you're welcome to check up here. And that is where I like to think of the chest coming diagonally up like this, and like this. And that can, yeah, just really make it look more confident, and it just looks much nicer as well. And also, you think about lengthening from the back of the neck like this, rather than looking down, which now changes the line and hunching at the shoulders like this. I also like to engage my core a little bit as well, and how I like to do that is I have the hands pressing against the sides, and I kind of like gently push those abs against the sides of these fingers, and I found it's a really nice way to engage the core. And that's inspired by Professor Dr. Stuart Miguel, who is a lower back specialist. And the second tip is for followers, and this is on your 6E and a 1. And I can tell something just from watching a follower on that moment, kind of get an idea of what level they're at. So what we're going to suggest here is some followers, for example, would start with they finish the ankle step like this for 5 and a 6, and then they start their E and a 1 here, and it's not very nice just making the foot come out from here, in my opinion. So what I'm going to suggest that the foot comes back as you do your stretch like this, and then it comes forwards again, and that's much nicer. And I can tell the follower's more experienced just from that moment. So I'm slightly, for example, I've just finished my 4. Now I'm going for my 5 and a 6. I'm stretching, coming backwards. That foot also is peeling off the ground. So when I'm coming up, peeling the heel towards the ball. And then this foot here at the back is rolling off as this foot brushes the floor and comes forwards. That's how I like to do it anyway. And that's already a much nicer look. So there we are for our second tip. And also related to that is if the followers come forward too early. So say the leader is kind of, they're doing their stretch like this, and the follower kind of comes forward too early. So they're kind of like this, coming forward, and they're not fully stretching backwards and then coming forwards. So they're kind of like going a little bit backwards, then forwards. And it's not as nice as when somebody's really bringing that spine backwards towards the back of this foot and then coming forwards. Much nicer look, isn't it? So that's another one we can quickly change. Be patient, followers. I like to say that followers, you have as much power as the leaders in this dance. By you being patient and waiting for the leader to lead, you create more connection with your partner and create a much more enjoyable moment for both of you. Now, in the fourth tip is when our leaders become what's known as move monsters, where they're just doing move, 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 move. And it's not really like necessarily dancing to the music. They're just doing loads of moves, thinking about patterns. So I'll suggest for you leaders is to slow down, to breathe, believe in yourself, and just think about what is the music like, kind of like dictating. For example, I might be doing a sugar push, and as I'm doing the sugar push, I might slow down on this point and then do my 3 and a 4 and then my 5 and a 6, because the music might have a moment which is like a breath, and you might add that in, as opposed to always doing 6 counts and 8 counts and 6 counts and 8 counts. For example, I might do a whip with a double outside turn, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5, 6, and I might hit them. I want to hit the 1 in the music, so I might do acceleration on that turn and then hit that 1. Yeah, and feel that moment in the song. And then I might, for example, do a delayed 1, a 2, 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6, for example. And of course, we can't just show you, oh, this is a move we can do, some choreography, give you some ideas now to do to fit a song in a certain way. You can do with any of your patterns. You can slow them down or speed them up as you want, or extend them or make them shorter to fit what you hear in the music yourself and what you feel is perfectly valid as well. So rather than thinking, I don't know if I was right, if it's a good interpretation, of course there are some better than others, but you still have the right to express yourself in the way that you want to. So for example, I might do a left side pass as a leader. I might go into 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. I might add another 2 counts for 5 and a 6, and then add my anchor step here, just like that. Because I might have felt like I wanted to add some more things. Or I could do the same thing and add some walks at the end. So I might go and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4 and a 5, 6, 7, 8 and a 1. Bum ba shum ka da boom ba ba, for example. So we've reached roughly the halfway point of this video, and I'd like to invite you as well, if you're interested, to contact me if you'd like to have any coaching in dance, whether that's online or in person here in Portugal in Lisbon. And also these can be coaching one-to-one lessons, or it can also be coming to one of my workshops here as well. We can do lessons online on Zoom, and where we can talk, help coach you in your dancing skills, for example in West Coast swing or solo dance. And also I can also do a video clinic, which involves watching your videos back, and we can talk through it together, and things we can put in slow motion, zoom in, zoom out, and just talk about things that are going really well and things that you can work on as well to improve. And so if that sounds interesting to you, you're very welcome to contact me. My email address is below in the description, and we can talk a bit more about it as well. So let's carry on with today's video. And similarly as well, we can think about, where the leader needs to kind of like slow down and pay attention to their partner. Say the follower is doing something special. The leader, some leaders you watch and you can see the followers trying to add something to slow down, and the leader is just not kind of recognizing, or they don't know how yet to deal with it, and they're just pushing through it. So the follower, for example, might be doing a turning pass. So they might be going and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4 and sliding into it, trying to drag it out. But the leader then just like leads them into their 1 without being responsive. So leaders, be responsive to your partner. But it also helps to free you up from your having to think what's next if your partner's adding some wonderful things. Followers, for example, you might hear something in the music and go 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4 because you heard something in the music, so that you might be slowing it down. Leaders, wait, let the follower, because they might want to add some more things, for example, and then they're ready to come forwards for that next pattern. And so with our next tip as well, leaders and followers, it's important to connect with each other. It's related to what I said before. So imagine you're both dancing and you have that conversation with each other. It's like you're having a chat and somebody's saying, oh, I really like pizza. And your partner says, me too. Oh, do you like margarita? Yes, I do, but I do love it with pineapple as well. So you're both dancing and you might, leaders lead a sugar push and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6, and the follower might want to add something to it and thinking, yes, I like pizza, but I also love pizza with pineapple, and they do a crossover and then slide back. So the leader would have to be responsive and recognize that, and oh yeah, that's nice. And maybe you might add something similar in your next pattern, or somewhere later on in the dance. You might be doing a move here, and you might decide to cross over to match what you heard from that follower just a bit earlier on. And that can be applied in lots of different areas, but that's the general idea, to try and be responsive to each other, have that conversation with each other. And that's what makes the dance so special. When you see somebody like your leader or your follower that you're dancing with, just adding their own flavor, their own style, that gives you ideas, and you might respond to it and be like, yeah, really good, nice. So here's a really good one as well. And for me, that is leaders, if they're floating their anchor all the time, and you can kind of tell, that's not a stylistic choice, it's just happening all the time. So what I mean by floating the anchor is, you're, for example, leading a right side pass, and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. You're here on 4, and then you're going forwards for your 5 and 6, rather than staying here for your 5 and a 6 posting, because by posting, the follower has got less distance to travel as they do their anchor step. So if the leader is always floating towards the follower, then I'm thinking, maybe the leader hasn't yet understood some concepts in West Coast swing. Floating is awesome, in my opinion, when it's a stylistic choice and you're like, oh yes, I want to float this move. So if I do the right side pass again, I may go 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, and now I might float towards my partner for 5 and a 6, turn around and lead my next move, 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. So that was a choice there. I might float, adding more counts to it and so on. And it's a really nice, to float, it's really nice as well. But in my opinion, it needs to be that stylistic choice. So leaders, watch out, keep your anchor steps posted. We call that posted, but float as well to your heart's content. But make sure you do include those posts as well. And following on from what I said earlier, sometimes your partner, your leader or your follower is doing something to the music and you just camera the next pattern, or you kind of don't join in as well. For example, if a follower or leader starts to groove to the music like this, with these knee openings, and you just carry on with the next pattern, leaders or followers, or you just watch that person and you don't know what to do, why not, for example, mirror them and just groove with them, enjoy that moment together. You can even add in with your own style. You might add it with a knee to the side instead and add in your own flavor. Or you might just groove on the spot as you watch them have their nice moment, and then when the time is right, carry on with that dance. And I actually posted a video on grooves as well, which is linked up here, which is for solo dance, but you can also add into your West Coast swing as well, about how we can groove solo, which is very useful to do as well. And another tip as well is not to have that arm too straight as a leader or as a follower. If it's, first of all, I don't think it looks that great as well, and then you're connecting on that via the shoulder joint, rather than keeping a slight bend in the elbows. So what I would suggest is just to have the arms to your side as a leader, as a follower, and then just lift those arms up nice and relaxed like this, and that's a nice position to have. You can see there's a slight bend in the elbows, whether I'm a leader or a follower, and what it means is as well, is that I kind of feel like then you're connecting your muscles to your partner, and then we call this the rope. If you need to, you can give some more rope as well to your partner. If you're connecting here already, then it's already like a full rope and there's nothing left more to give to your partner. For example, I've connected my partner here, I've got nothing left to give. But if I've connected here, I might want to give some more perhaps, depending on how that dance is going or the style I want to give and so on. So having that arm slightly bent as well, but we're still relaxed, has a much nicer look and allows you to connect your partner better. So there we are, there was today's video. I hope that was really useful for you, and you're very welcome to comment below if you have any questions or any of your own tips as well. I'd love to hear from you. And I would also like to say, don't forget to enjoy your dancing and have a wonderful day. Take care everybody, bye bye.